Hey guys, this is GG Your Face, and I'll be talking about game number 2 between IdrA and QXE. IdrA is playing as the blue Zerg at the upper right hand corner, and QXE is playing as the red Terran at the lower left hand corner. This is game number 2 between these two players. I think QXE lost game number 1, and he selected Xel'Naga Caverns as his choice for game number 2. It is super important for both these players to win. I think QXE is going to play very conservative because he does want to try to make it through, because if he were to lose one more game, he would be out of the running for the champion of the MLG in DC event. In recent changes for the patch, I think it's a little bit strange that Blizzard has made so many changes so quick for the retail version. This is not beta anymore, as a lot of beta testers will testify that there is a lot of changes in beta, and it's almost like every other day or every other week there is some change or a ladder reset, and it seems like maybe retail shouldn't be doing that, or maybe it should be. What are your opinions on it? Because I'm not sure if I feel that it's too often that we have a patch, because there's a lot of very sort of confusing changes, especially for the Roaches was sort of debuffed and then buffed in the latest patch where they got their range +1, and I think that is going to be a huge factor in a lot of the games that Zergs are going to be playing. And furthermore, there is one thing that the Terran got nerfed with, was the Reaper. The Reaper now requires the factory to upgrade its speed, and the Terrans have to build supply depot before they put down a barracks, so that some players like to put down the barracks along with the supply depot, or they want to sneak a barracks out really early, like a proxy pylon, so they're no longer able to do that. I think that might affect a lot of the cheesy play, or maybe not the cheesy, or the easy wins, or maybe not the easy wins, but we will see. I think a lot of it has to do with people's opinions and how loud their voices are heard or not heard by Blizzard. So let me know what you guys think about the state of the changes. The spawning pool is going down. Both players have gotten their gas at this moment, and QXE is trying to dance around the natural expansion of IdrA, and IdrA has not yet grabbed his hatchery because he does know that there's an SCV there. IdrA coming inside, and this Marine spawns just in time. Ooh, the Marine's actually not shooting. QXE actually busy scouting IdrA inside his own base, trying to figure out what IdrA is doing. Now the Marine has moved over and trying to shoot out this one drone over here, and at the same time QXE is going to run to the natural expansion, possibly try to block it out if he could. Metabolic boost is currently being upgraded, and ooh, the drone just barely sneaks it out of there alive, and he will set up an extractor. Two Zerglings come over to harass this SCV. That will force it away, and I think that will allow him enough time to put down a hatchery with this drone if he so wish. We do see a factory coming up after a reactor has been attached to the barracks, and the SCV is running for its life, while at the same time two Marines are working on the extractor that IdrA has placed on the gas. One SCV running away, one SCV running towards, and we see an Overlord positioned at the center, one Overlord at the edge, and another Overlord overlooking the natural expansion of IdrA. And we see a command center has recently gone down for QXE, and QXE is scouting the edges of the map, it looks like, with that SCV. And these two Zerglings just hang out at the middle of the map. A lot of drones are being produced. If you take a look at the unit count right now, we see 20 drones to 20 SCVs plus 1 mule. So both players pretty even at this point. Both players are, I think, trying to gear up toward that mid stage. Neither player really want to pressure. I think both are trying to play it safe this game, because IdrA with this game, he will secure a win and move on, whereas QXE really needs this game. So I think that is what the players are thinking at the moment. There is one SCV that just brought down by two Zerglings. The lair attack has recently started for IdrA, and we see two Hellions coming out, and he is currently supply blocked, but he should be okay as soon as his command center is complete. Two Hellions running across the map, and two Zerglings running across. I think the Zergling might be able to delay the command center should it lift off and try to go over there, and the two Zerglings have run up the ramp. We'll be able to see that there's one factory attached to a reactor, so he knows that the Hellion harass is coming. He does put down a spine crawler, but it's a little bit too late because he scouted the Hellion harass a little bit too late, but that's alright because this one Queen is able to handle those two Hellions. We do see a starport is currently being produced by QXE, and that he's also moving his command center to an expansion. Another spine crawler has gone down for IdrA, and these two Hellions are going to try to take down one drone. They do manage to take down that one drone on the side. Two Hellions running back and forth. We see that QXE is going to move out and grab his own natural expansion as well. It's pretty much very difficult to defend this expansion because there's 4 choke points and one that is blocked off by a set of destructible rocks. more Marines are currently being produced by QXC at the moment, and another two Hellion come and join the fight. Spire has just gone down for IdrA, so IdrA should be able to breathe a little bit easier when he gets his Mulus up and running. We see dual Extractor currently being built by IdrA, whereas the Terran player is still on only 2 gas. And we see a Spinecrawler trying to move a little bit closer. We see a Armory as well as a Medevac currently being built by QXC at the moment, and these 4 Hellions doing a ton of harass, very worth their minerals spent, and got 1 drone and I think about 3-4 Zerglings there, and these units are I think probably gonna head back and get repaired up before they come and harass once again. That will buy IdrA some time, and QXC is mining a lot from these mules, and that should help his income tremendously. We do see about almost double the income for QXC momentarily as those mules are mining quite a bit, 1.3k versus about 600 or so. I'm not sure if IdrA caught a glimpse of this Medevac that is running to the right side of the map. It doesn't look like he has, I think, because otherwise he would have some units inside his base. So QXC will be able to drop IdrA without too much resistance, I think, as these Zerglings are working on the side rocks, and I think he put this Spinecrawler there so that he can hit it. But I think IdrA does see this coming now. He's inside the base, he's pulling all of the drones off, and these SCVs are going to start shooting wildly at the Queen, and the Hellions is going to stay where he is, and he's trying to focus down the spawning pool. Meanwhile, the Queen is picking out at the Medevac. A couple of mules about to be spawned for IdrA, so he will be able to hold this off should they spawn in time, and the +1 flyer attack is currently being upgraded. We see a Raven coming out with a Thor and a Refinery going up for QXC, and the Zerglings along with the mules are coming in, and I don't think that might be enough. There's a couple of Marines still alive in the back. They're healed by that Medevac, and while this proved to be a little bit more trouble for IdrA than he suspected, he does pick up the Marine and move it over here, and he does kill off 1 drone. That is very nice play by QXC there. That little micro does buy him some time, because I think IdrA did thought that he killed all of the Marines and was focusing on the Hellion when the Marine killed off a drone or 2. If we take a look at the army count, 73 to 62, a slight lead for QXC actually, because he harassed pretty well, and a couple of IdrA's units are going to be coming out momentarily, and 2 Thors. Very tough luck there for IdrA, I think. Almost 2-shotting the Mulus. These Mulus are very close to death by these 2 Thors that were about to march outside with this 1 Raven. And the Raven is going to be moving out. Bailing's Nest has gone down for IdrA at the moment. Take a look at the army count, 78 to 70. Very close. Slight lead for QXC. It looks like an IdrA is working on these destructible rocks, and he has his little Spinecrawler helping. And some of these Hellions might be thinking about making an attack with these stores. It's always a good idea to bring some SCVs, and it looks like he might not have brought some SCVs this time. SCVs are great to help repair the Thors and also prevent them from getting surrounded. These Hellions do scan, and we see Stem Pack, Combat Shield, as well as +1 upgrades for the weapons and +1 upgrade for the plating. Centrifugal hooks along with some Balins are being produced by IdrA at this moment. QXC moving to the center of the map. I think he wants to disable this Xel'Naga Watchtower for IdrA, and he does so. And I think he's also waiting for a lot of the upgrades to finish, because he has a ton that's currently being researched. And if you research it and you don't want to finish before battle, it's kind of a little bit like a wasted minerals and gas. Couple of Hellions running to the Xel'Naga Watchtower while these troops are marching to the side to see if he has grabbed an expansion. No, he has not. A couple of Mulus flying around. We'll be checking to see if QXC is checking for some of the bases. He will be able to pick off this 1 Marine, no problem. He almost actually... Wow, he almost lost that Mulus there. 1 HP, very close to death. And these Mulus are going to come in to the side and do some damage while there's some troop movement in the middle of the map. He's going to try to take down this supply depot, whereas the troops are moving out, it looks like, and the Marines were able to repel them away. I think he did pick off that 1 very low HP Mulus. And here we see IdrA there avoiding the engagement from QXC. QXC wanted to engage there, I think. And I think QXC is going to try to push in here. And his Secret Missile is almost done. Secret Missile does a ton of damage, ton of splash damage. He does have 1 Raven, it looks like. And I think he's going to wait for a bit. The army count, 110. 118 in favor of QXE. QXE is about 20 ahead of IdrA at the moment, and we take a look at the unit composition. We see a lot of Banelings, a couple of Mutalisk, 34, a lot of Zerglings, and we see a lot of Marines, 4 Thors and 2 Ravens. So this battle will get underway, I think, as soon as the Banelings finish and as soon as QXE feels safe. Well, some of these Marines are a little bit not healed in the back because he doesn't have that many medevacs, and here we go. He does scan, he's going to try to come in here and take down the hatchery. The Zerglings and Banelings are running from behind, and QXE sees this. He's going to use the Hunter Seeker missile, I think. Let's see what he can do with it. And we only killed off only a small group, and this one is going in, and we see a huge splash damage on a lot of the Zerglings and Banelings. I think a lot of the Marines did survive that time, and these mules are trying to work on the Thors, but the Thors are too much, and IdrA does GG. Very, very nice usage of the Seeker missile. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. Game number 3 is going to be coming your way. If you like what you see, please subscribe and comment. Wow, that is a ton of SCVs here. Alright, see you guys at game number 3.